All right, this is Randalicious, and welcome to the 57th Hexis podcast. It's going to be a good one. Let's get into it. I'm Randalicious. I'm the leader of Hexis.
I am Acid Soul Fan 1, rank 1 HP with numbers in my username.
I'm Zoydberg. I'm a general on Hexis, and I'm skeptical this is going to be a good one.
I'm Abra, Bronze Star and former rank 1 player with numbers in name.
Yeah, get fucked, bro.
Ozzy?
Who are you, Ozzys?
I can't even hear Abra. No, I can't hear Abra. My name's Ozzys. I'm a recruit in Hexis and fresh meat on the podcast.
Fresh meat!
I'm Sleep. I'm a big fan of photoshopping Doritos and hair. I'm a big fan of ranch. Go.
All right, so over the last 48 hours, we had a competition. And, just want to give a congratulations to the winners. Zoid, can you pronounce the name?
Kawaii Mashin.
Okay. All right. Congratulations to him for winning. I was going to say, machine. Didn't want to.
Why do I pronounce the names?
I had a better idea that you were more well-versed in the pronunciation, as the topic of me pronouncing things appears to be a hot topic once every couple podcasts.
Pronunciation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Ohio.
All right.
Can you pronounce the smiley one, Randy? You can do that one.
Seabui.
Seaboy.
Hold up. I got a word for you to say.
Yeah, I'm listening. What is it?
Can you say Italian?
Italian.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Give
us your Sleep. Give us your longest
say it right.
Seaboy.
Yeah.
That is the way it is.
What do you want me to say?
How long can you do a Seaboy for?
No,
Your longest
I can't
Seaboy
do it
ever?
that long.
How about now?
All right,
Seaboy.
We can meme later.
All right, so for you guys, for the
Okay.
competition, what would be some other kind of competitions you'd like to see us do moving forward? Like, would you rather see like a shorter competition, like 24 hours, 6 hours? What's some of the stuff you want to see in the future? Anyone just grab at that.
So now this says answer however, which is very dangerous. So let's all be very careful about how we answer this, because this could be a mess.
We should
So
do like a
Abra, go
week
first.
comp sometime.
A week.
Yeah.
Be a good week.
Does anyone have any outrageous suggestions of things that could be unheard of competitions in the RuneScape community? Let's do Karamja only skilling competitions.
No.
No.
What do you mean no?
I don't like to go to that island.
The Karamja is now a wasteland. There is nothing of value there now.
There's been a
Murder.
murder.
Nothing. There is nothing
Whoa. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
there. Nothing worthwhile on Karamja now. And I think the 48 hours is pretty cool. I think moving forward, like next month, I'd like to see it be just like a 24-hour or 30-hour. I guess it would
Yeah,
end up
30 hour would be good.
being. Yeah, I think that would be good. I think it'd be much more likely to see people play more like the entire duration of it instead of just like 40 hours of the 48. You know what I'm saying? So I think moving forward, like a shorter competition would be able to see much more people doing it.
Oh, there's still Duradel, by the way.
What?
I
There's
still
still
use naive.
Duradel on Karamja.
Yeah, you got me. The rest of it, though,
Jaredel, the shining light on Karamja.
yeah, he is.
Oh man. How long
He still doesn't have Dragon Claws.
Are we going to keep him for long though? I mean, there's been talks of a new Slayer Master for a long time.
They were supposed to add that Slayer Master, the
Bosses,
Tosca
okay.
Hall. Yeah, like that was supposed to be a guy that adds the bosses,
Tosca
like
Hall.
assigns the bosses just himself. This is supposed to be where the Inferno came from. There's supposed to be a Slayer Master for that. But then they just decided to let everyone fucking assign that. bosses.
Hmm.
All right, Ozzys, tell all right,
No, you're not doing this right.
go ahead.
So, Aussies, tell us who is Aussies?
Well, Zoid, I've been playing RuneScape on and off since like 2006. Pretty much just made low-level pure accounts, went PKing, died, made a new account. Yeah, it's bad. I played the first month of Old School when that came out and quit because I was clueless as fuck. Like, I had no idea what I was doing. Watching streams. Came back in January 2015. Consistently since then.
That's a nice story to get you in.
A great history.
Thanks, man.
Were you any good with the peers? Were you good at
No, I
PKing
kept
at all?
dying. No, I kept dying, and I would just I do the security stronghold to get 10k, buy rune skim, die, and then just make a new account.
Would you consider representing Hexis at the upcoming Clan Cup for Pures?
You know, I've started the PvP division of Hexis. My peer
well.
is in progress. I think I got 77 range on it the other day. Evil.
Oh, has it left the sand crabs finally?
Yes, it has left the crabs. I am now in the zone.
Been there a while, you were.
In the phone zone?
No, not phone zoning on it, because I gotta use, I have to use protect from melee, because I got one defense. I tried using a method with absorption potions, but fucking sucks.
Can you not get like a rock kick?
I do have a rock cake, and I tried it with some like absorption method with like, trying to sit at like 1 HP, 2 HP, but it really didn't go too well, and I think it's going to be best for me to just overhead pray the entire time. Trying to get, I downloaded Conduit for the first time and logged in on my peer because I was told that it has like a audible alert when your prayer gets to a certain threshold. And I thought, damn, that would be perfect because I died on my peer like 4 or 5 times within like an hour and a half, and that was pissing me off. That's 26k every time to get in. But I can't get that audible alert to work, so I'm really pissed off. I don't know.
Did you have the client muted?
No, I didn't. I went through all the settings. Like, the client wasn't muted. I don't know what the problem was. I was even talking to Foxy about it. He was trying to help. I think I'm a lost cause.
Maybe.
But that would be such a good thing to just have it on a monitor that I'm not even paying attention, have it alert me, and then just fucking go over and drink that pot. But yeah, I'm looking for more recruits in the PvP division.
Yeah, it's tough recruiting, really.
What about the PVM division? We got to get our names back out there.
We're the reigning champions. I mean, we've got nothing to prove.
Yeah, and we'll be defending our title when the Inferno comes out this week.
Pretty clean victory.
I can't wait.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh man, it's gonna be awesome to see. We'll talk about the Inferno later, but all right, let's get into some updates that have happened in the last few weeks. So one of the updates that came out were some skill cape perk improvements. So to quickly run through the perks, the agility skill cape now it has a daily perk that restores your energy to 100% and acts as a stamina dose for a minute. Construction cape offers a quick right-click telly to house. Fire making acts as a light source when held in the inventory. Herblore will allow you to create unfinished potions using grimy herbs. And you are awarded full experience for cleaning the herb as the potion is created. Oh, that increases herb XP per hour, actually.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. Prayer's skill cape acts as a holy wrench in the inventory, great for slayers. And smithing, they've now re-added the goldsmith perk. after originally deleting it. And with the Achievement Diary Cape, they've added 10 teleports instead of 5. So, what are some of the favorite skill cape perk changes and your least favorite changes from the bunch? And what would be some perks that you'd like to see added in the future?
Yeah, so I'm very glad to see the rightful smithing perk has returned. So that's good. I didn't even know about the agility one. I just used it. I'm going to start using that on farm runs. So I'm going to save at least 10k over the next 3 years. So that's brilliant.
Every bit helps nowadays.
Yeah.
Suffering.
I'm actually like, I mean, everything on here is like I don't really care about. The con one is okay as well.
I like that con one a lot.
There's nothing negative on here, but what is negative is that the cape is getting bigger and bigger, and honestly, there's so much shit on this cape now. I mean, like, it had so many stupid options beforehand. Like, there's what, 9? Even if you don't get into the sub-menus right now, it's a lot of shit for this cape.
Yeah, it's a lot. So you think all of them are pretty... What perks would you like to see changed?
Anything changed? I'd have to look at the full list of what they are. I think everything's fine as is. I'd change a lot of them. Some of them I'd like to remove, or change them like their original incarnation.
Yeah, like what?
Did they change the rune crafting one to make it so pouches don't degrade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, why? There's just things like that. Like, there's things that don't need to be on the capes, like that. And there are some they shouldn't exist at all. Also, the Slayer one just annoys me. I'd have removed that.
The 10% chance of being reassigned your previous.
Yeah, because I keep accepting it when I get blue dragons. I have to skip it again.
I actually ran into a. Sorry, go ahead, Abra.
Go ahead.
I ran into a problem yesterday with that skill cape perk. So I talked to Duradel, and he was about to assign me the thing that I was going to get assigned. And then I went to go click in the chat box, but I walked away from Duradel instead of hitting yes. And then when I went to go talk to him again, I couldn't get that assignment. I had to get reassigned a new task, and
just adds unnecessary frustration.
Just use your keyboard shortcuts. Makes it easy.
But I can't do that. It's too difficult to play RuneScape with 2 hands.
All right, so looking at the skill cape perk improvements, the agility one really wasn't needed at all. What I would like to see done to agility is just to make it so where if you're wielding it, you don't fail any obstacles anywhere. I think that would be nice. I really like the...
Would that buff Brimhaven?
Yeah, it already works currently because it's already been buffed.
Yeah, you can't fail there now.
Are there even any obstacles that you would still fail right now?
Dorg.
Yeah, it would just affect Dorg.
Would it be worth doing Dorg then?
It would be better than Artie and a lot easier than Brim, so...
It would be a good balance.
Yeah, I support that update.
Do you know how good it would be?
I think 65 to 67k-ish.
That would actually be good, yeah.
But sounds okay.
I mean, it's 10% better.
Still wouldn't do it. You could update.
Oh, fuck no. Still wouldn't, but it would be a good balance to have. The smithing cape perk, I know that I bitched about this over a year ago. For the dedicated viewers, you will hear me yelling at people's intelligence for taking this off of the perk initially. It has really changed smithing and made it so fucking mindless and easy to do. XP per hour is definitely buffed, and it's a good perk. It never should have been removed in the first place. I don't think any of the other ones need to be changed.
And they got replaced with the coal bag thing.
Yeah, people are not using a coal bag after fucking 99. I don't care. It's not happening.
Sounds like an RT meme, but it's true.
Take it away, Abra.
Okay, so yeah, I agree on the smithing. I'm really happy about that. Agility, yeah, kind of useless. Construction, don't really care. Farm making, use useful for Iron Man, kind of. Prayer, super happy about that. Switching capes was annoying. Smithing achievement diary is nice for cal fights. That's pretty much the only time you'd ever use them. You know, because I would run out of charges doing cal fights before.
Is the fairy ring not faster?
No, if you
I don't
teleport
know.
with the achievement diary, it teleports you right to the shanty pass.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
Much quicker.
I don't want to get out of the bank though.
Some sacrifices
The
have to be
only
made.
skill, okay, the only skill cape perk that I really use is I can now right-click teleport to my house, and
Yeah.
that's like the best one on there for me. It just saves like 2 clicks.
There's only like some situations where that would actually be worth having. You know, because
Yeah.
really,
It's just really
multiple
handy.
things. You can just, you know, hit the 1 and then hit 1 on your keyboard. The only time that would have helped me was like a couple times.
I'm lazy. It really helps for raids when I gotta sell something or I'm at God Wars. I used to teleport to the crafting guild, get a house tap, then go to my house. Because I just did not want to click on the POH options.
Dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of extra stuff I have to do.
I got to unbind 0 and 1 from my mouse, which was nice. Before I did have to like right click, then press space, then press 1. I don't do that.
Oh, and I used the agility perk once when I was helping Trick.
Hell yeah.
I
I
have
just
to
used
kill
it. Is
imps.
it 1 a day?
Yeah.
1 a day. 1
Dude,
stamina.
you forget your stamina and you gotta kill 40 imps to tank Zammy? Yeah,
It happens.
helps.
It does happen.
yeah.
I don't even know how to pull up the menu on the Max Cape to use that perk.
You
Hey,
go,
I had to
like,
look for it.
go into the features.
Navigating
last
through
one.
the
Just equip
Max
it, dude.
Cape is quite a
Equip
challenge.
it.
You realise there's a sub menu within a sub menu right now. If you go
Yep.
right click features, Ring of Life settings, and you can mess around in them.
Ring of Life said, "Oh man, yeah."
This cape has too many things, yeah.
And
You
you
can,
can,
you
do
can
jump,
really
teleport,
you can
teleport
really
black
get
chins.
lost navigating.
Yeah, you go right click chin chompers, black chins, yes.
It's like you're playing a text-based RPG with your max cape.
Yeah. Retarded. Anything else to add?
Yeah, smithing as well. Like, I have no idea why they changed it. It seemed really dumb. Like, no one uses the coal bag. Abra, it's probably just the herbal one because I'm never see myself using it. Yeah, I'm happy that smithing got changed back.
Anyone know how much that increased Herb XP per hour by?
It's
Does
only for
it?
making unfinished potions, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
it's still
Randy.
So it's
Oh, of course, yeah, it doesn't matter at all. Silly us.
next you just use unfinished.
I think the agility one is stupid,
Yes.
but I think the rest are pretty good. I'm really happy
guess
about the
you could
premier
use it on
one
Iron
and the
Man.
smithing.
I think it saves Iron Men money. Does it cost money to clean it with the Nardigo?
Yeah, well, to clean and also to the XP, but you would combine the cleaned and the vial, which costs money.
Oh, there's no way that'd be worth doing. Or would it? Actually,
I remember
Herbal's like
doing
25k an hour, so maybe it is worth it.
I'm
I
against
see a
this
lot of them
update
doing
now, since it helps Iron Man.
Yeah, actually, now I'm going to help. So you make a good point.
Come on, man, you got to be inclusive.
Yeah, I'm going to
current
write an
year.
angry tweet. I'm writing an angry tweet. Let's pause the podcast. Not really. Who's next? What question's next? Acid Soul Fan 1. Do you have anything to add to the Skillscape perks improvements?
Yeah, I already said. Agility's
Oh, there
dumb,
we go
the
then.
rest are good.
Oh, Tricker will be very annoyed that you've accused him of this.
Yeah, after I said that, I was
Professional
thinking
stream.
he probably wouldn't.
He probably was. I don't know who else was going to do it, unless he was actually Aubrey.
He's either the most likely
Wasn't me.
candidate or he's either most likely or least likely nowhere in between.
Hmm.
I feel like pretty likely.
What did you
that-
just delete, Randy?
I asked that as part of the other question, like what skill cape would you like
Oh.
seeing changed?
Okay. All right, Sleep. Ask the next question.
Me?
Yeah, we're gonna mix it up. Is that all right, Randy?
Yeah.
All
go ahead.
right.
Allows me to eat my
The
Chick-fil-A.
cost for Castle Wars items was recently changed quite a bit. Do you agree with this change, and would you like similar updates to come to other minigames with similar rewards? And oh, no, I wouldn't. I don't like Castle Wars at all. Unless they mean like pest control, like making the rewards there cheaper, and I don't really want that either.
Didn't they just make it so you get more points?
Yeah,
no,
but
they
you
haven't
gotta be
done that
active
yet.
or something.
They discussed doing that though, which I hope they do. Especially
They
now
pulled
that it's
it and
probably
it
hard to get
passed.
void.
They killed pest control and made it faster to get the dead rewards all in one go. If you look at it like that.
Yeah, they did actually. I hope I get my like 2 hours back from getting void.
Yeah. Dude, I even got the Elite Void, and it's so fucking trash.
Still
It's
best in slot for
12.5.
chinning.
Yeah, we might be
Wow.
forced to have to get Elite Void now with the fucking changes that they made.
Uh,
We'll get to that later.
Bit
I
scrubs.
don't want to go back.
I'm at like 13 mil range XP from raids.
Pretty decent.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that they didn't change the amount of tickets for the gold set. Like, I'm glad they left that alone. Like, even though it was like kind of devalued with the boosting, there's no reason to like just devalue it forever. Like, so I'm glad that's the same. Although it does kind of put me off wanting to go for the set, knowing that they're willing to change the amount of tickets per hour. As for other mini games, not really that bothered, to be honest. Towards when I'm AFKing something sometimes.
Yeah, I guess this was the lesser of two evils. Like what they initially proposed was absurd, the amount of tickets you could get per game and stuff. So I'm glad that they did this instead. I don't really care that much since it's a pretty small impact, but I hope they don't fuck up other mini games.
Yeah, well, I mean, they kind of have fucked up some mini games, like with that rogue outfit now, not getting duplicates from that.
Yeah,
They have been making some changes, that's for sure.
I'd personally like to see Trouble Brewing receive some love. I did that for the diary, and it was the most fun 20 minutes I've spent on RuneScape.
yeah. If
I'd
they
like
did
to
actual
see-
like good revamps of minigames, that'd be great. Trouble
I'd
Ring
like
is
to
so-
see dual-wielded banners, or whatever they're called,
for
and
Imagine
a
trying to
special
animate
attack
that.
added.
I forgot
I
that
want a
was a
special
thing.
attack added.
What would you want the special attack to do?
Some kind of like march. Maybe like you could play some music. You could
Everyone
twirl the
plays the music
flags.
off. What are you
Oh my
talking
god!
about?
No, you could. You know how like at marching bands they have people who twirl flags.
Who
could
was
twirl
that
the flag,
dude
that'd be
that Mel
brilliant.
Gibson was in a movie?
Yeah,
Gotta Google
thanks.
Mel Gibson flag. Let's
Yeah.
see.
It was for some Scottish
That's
stuff.
not
He,
specific.
it should
Oh,
be that. Yeah, Braveheart.
Okay, so we're gonna have a Braveheart special attack.
Is it
His
Braveheart or just
battle
Brave?
cry
I think it's Braveheart.
is gonna be the special.
Oh no, the flag is from the Patriot.
I mean, he was in a lot of movies.
He was in a lot of movies. But yeah. What did they change? Did they just make the Castle Wars items cheaper?
Not all of them,
the,
just
the
like
halos
the halo,
and like, the pure items. Yeah.
Oh,
the
okay.
range and match armor.
I don't really care.
Dead content.
Yeah.
Can peers wield, like, do peers have to get defense or anything like that to do trouble brewing at all?
No.
You have to do a bunch of quests. I can't remember the requirements.
No,
There
it's just
might
pure
be
fun.
something that
Wait,
prevents
wait
you.
for what?
Like, for a peer to have some of the
How
trouble
do you?
brewing
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, like Rom Deal or something.
Okay, I thought you were talking about Castle Wars. I was
No,
confused.
no, no.
'Cause I was like, I would consider doing trouble brewing once or twice on the pier, but not if
Rom Deal needs prayer, so that'd be annoying.
what level?
47.
Oh, doesn't sound.
Pretty sure you
appealing.
can boost prayer.
Hmm.
Oh, is it me? Alright. Oh, wait, Elsa, I just cut you off. Did you have anything left?
Nope.
I was just humming.
Alright, so yeah, I don't really care for minigames too much, so I don't care about any of the others being improved, but maybe I'll do them if they do. But in terms of Castle Wars, I guess this is, again, as already said, it's the lesser two evils. You know, I'm glad they didn't completely destroy it, but I guess it's kind of a good thing, because this way, it pretty much only impacted the peers and fashionscapers, whatever. It just boosted them anyways. So now you'll have less people like bogging it down, bleaching. You know, so you can actually play. So it's good.
How about that minigame reward shop that we're still waiting on?
Oh, I cannot.
2014?
That is the most anticipated update of
2013?
2019.
We have been waiting so long for that.
Yeah,
We
they
could have
promised
gotten
that.
free, dude. We could have gotten free rigor and augury from that.
I'm pretty sure
they
next
pulled
year
that.
we're also going to get customizable max capes.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that.
I don't think so.
So yeah, there can be some good updates in the work. They promised them, so they better happen.
Yeah.
Where is this promise?
For 2018, didn't they?
They
Well-
said that they would. Yeah, you have 2018.
Yeah, it was on one of their Q&As.
Oh wow.
And we're going to get Australian servers in July.
Oh, I think it was either John or Ian that said that.
John.
Yeah.
Alright, so double laws and double death runes have I don't want to say come and gone, but they kind of feel like they've come and gone. What do you guys think about the implementation of double deaths and double laws? Have you made any? Do you think the update was good? And what do you think about how much they have crashed? Like, for example, like double deaths went from being over, like a death rune went from being like 360 to 370 to down to 250. It's rebounded a little bit, sitting at 265 now. What do you think about the update as a whole?
I never wanted to runecraft. I knew they would crash, but yeah, I guess it was an okay update. If you, it's kind of like the new nature runes in a way with more XP.
Mm-hmm.
It's just made
The nature
slaying
rune.
cheaper. It's already pretty fast.
It's the nature rune.
And you know, I think the death runes might have went down just a tad because of Zora as well.
Yeah, I mean, people.
Like less-
Yeah, I think it's a number of things because obviously people aren't using tridents for
I
that.
mean, they're
anymore.
already going down before. Oh, well, never mind.
I think they were like 280 or 290 before Azor nerf.
Yeah, so double deaths come out before they were going down, mostly from that.
I was very excited for this update. I have an alt that has 98 rune crafting. It'll still probably be a while before I get that up to 99. And then it'll still be a while before I complete the quest to do double deaths. We discussed this on the last podcast, or the podcast before, that this is a very balanced update and piece of content, and I still think it is. I am beyond shocked at how much the price of these runes have dropped. I'm not really too mad though, because I mean the price of the runes dropping has saved me like 300, 400 mil in theory towards 200 mil Slayer. But I'm very shocked. I thought they would stabilize it at least 300 each. I don't think that there's many people rune crafting double deaths. I think that this is just a perceived value that people can rune craft them, so they're going to be cheaper. I don't think the like if you look at the supply, or I'm sorry, like the amount traded of death runes, like from a month ago to today, there's only about like 1 or 2 million runes more being traded a day on average. Like it's
Yeah, I was
not
gonna bring that up.
it's not a whole lot more.
What's the
supply.
total amount?
21, 20 on.
Oh wow, okay.
Highest one was 21, but sits around in between like 15 to 20 mil deaths a day.
I mean, I can't help but think, like, imagine if they released this like 2 years ago. we could have an entire podcast about this question like 2 years ago, because I think everyone's kind of indifferent now because Abyss runecrafting is all but irrelevant at this point. So it's one of those things that, like, whatever, if people want it doesn't really affect anybody. But if this was done 2 years ago when everyone was still runecrafting and that was the meta, I think like this would have shocked things quite a lot. Because I assume it's faster, right?
Yeah, faster XP,
Slightly
more
more XP.
GP.
Yeah, like this would have been a fucking huge deal 2 years ago.
I still do Astrals.
Yeah.
That's
One
just
thing.
also now, so sad.
Yeah. On this, on the same blog post, I didn't realize they made the rogue's outfit so you get it in order.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just talked about that on the last fucking question.
That's
I
bullshit.
literally
man.
said they changed the rogue outfit to be easy to get.
That's
I'm
bullshit.
never getting it.
That's
It
I
looks
mean,
so
it's
bad.
besides
very
the outfit, what
tempting
do you
for
even do?
it's very tempting for people that are aspiring to be Artie Knight
Foot Knight users.
Foot Knight. Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
I've got my foot pedal. I just need my rogue and the level.
Well, when you do it, Randy,
I got a foot pedal too, but
When you
I
do
can't
it-
do it well.
you've got to beat the Hexis record, which I have set.
Which is
I don't know, like 155 or something.
155 what?
I think it's like that. Like how quick you can do the rogue thing.
Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. There's no, like, it's going to take, like, I'm doing it on an alt. Like, I will do it very slowly. And I think it'll still suck.
Well,
I'm kind of sad about that. It's a good minigame, but the rewards besides the set are shit. Like, it's bad XP.
It's a terrible minigame.
But it's just not. Like, you see what they're trying to do with Fossil Island, like the mix XP. Why didn't they just make it, good thieving and agility XP at rogues? I don't know.
you get to run around naked as well. Like you get to actually see a character for once.
Yeah.
I was so surprised
you're
with my
true and pure self.
Yeah, like I didn't even know what my character looked like because I don't see him like ever, unless like I accidentally deposit my inventory or my equipment even.
I do
Always
that
a
shit
good
every day.
experience.
Let me take off my shit real quick. I got a black top and it's like I'm wearing a black tee and khakis.
Yeah, I'm wearing like my character's black with blue hair. And I've got like a red shirt and some shorts. It's great. Yeah, like the update, I don't really care. The only thing that I found interesting was I didn't realize how low nats had become. They're like 210.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
210
know.
each.
Yeah, I don't really care about this update.
What do you use nature runes for?
To check to
Oh,
see if
to
your
Alky
crops
rune
are alive.
sets.
For geomancy spell, that's about it.
I don't do farming.
Oh well, there you go.
It's just a bad skill.
Delete farming.
Yeah, basically. Dude, I got like
Especially bad
5 mil
when you
XP.
see, like,
and
180K.
just- I
It's
got like
so
5 mil
bad.
XP in saplings from people just giving me them because they want me to farm.
Sorry.
And
Hey,
I don't
hook
wanna
me up. I need a sugar daddy for farming.
I got like 200 saplings in the bank, dude.
Oh, sleep mate. Let's have them.
I don't plan to ever farm them.
Yeah, give me then. I'll use them.
What do you want to do with these saplings, sir?
I'm
Do you
gonna
want to
plant them.
you want to put them in the ground?
I'm gonna put them in the ground and.
Are you gonna
harvest-
water them when you do?
Yes.
With like
can't
some
water
nice
trees.
water, or is
I'll
this gonna be
treat them
tap
like
water?
that.
Energy for babysitter.
Sleep. I'm coming.
purposes.
Where are you, sleep? I'm coming.
I am doing prayer on World 25.
I'm not coming there.
My house is open.
Alright, what's the next question?
Yeah, I'm so sad
Sorry,
actually about
wait, sorry, I skipped like 3 people.
Yes,
I might
you
have
did.
to lock my portal now.
a little bit on that. I'm really sad about runecrafting. That they've gone down and haven't come back up that much yet. Because I was planning on doing like 50 mil runecraft through double deaths at least. Because I need money. Because Bob
I
was so
don't.
fucked.
Well, might have to take your talents elsewhere now.
Big
Yeah,
red
so-
dog.
I'm just
big red
finally-
dog is always there.
Make a raid Zalt.
I'm finally dipping my feet in the alt pool.
There you. Well, let me welcome you. One of us.
It's
Don't
a sad
do it.
existence.
Yeah, I was considering doing double deaths. Because I have an ult, but I rarely use it, and I feel a bit scummy when I do use it.
as you should.
Seeing the price of deaths, I've been put off quite a bit. So I don't know.
Well, I was making that
Finish Hunter first.
back in the tough days of 230 nats.
Yeah, I sold mine nats from 99 for like
Rough
225.
times.
What is Paul doing?
Nats.
He must be really sad. No, I mean, but
Then we had the
like,
good.
what is his mental state like?
Then we had the nature rune bubble of like
Probably
320
about
nats.
as well as anyone's that does 8,000 hours of the Abyss.
Yeah.
Aubrey, what
Fuck
do you
that.
think?
I worry. For
Deaths are sad. They were good for like 5 days. Pretty depressing.
Yeah, they came and left.
Hopefully they go up though. I feel like they probably will.
I was with you, Randy. I
I'm hoping
didn't
that
see
they're
them going
very
under
needed
300.
for the Inferno, and like let's say like you need Blood Barrage,
Yeah.
and that makes all the mage gear rebound, as well as the demand and price for death runes as well.
I was gonna say just like make the Inferno teleport cost like 700 death runes.
Nice.
That'd be fun.
Oh yeah, no. But speaking of demand for deaths, it should actually be going up within the next like 2 weeks because of high schoolers, for summer.
What are they gonna do? What are high schoolers gonna do, Abra? What are they gonna
Play
spend
runes.
their summer doing?
Fuck you think?
The
only
exact same
I
thing that
can
you
think
spent
of
your entire
is
summer in high
barraging
school.
Slayer.
What? I've been watching cooking shows. My mum, thank you.
With Gordon Ramsay?
No, MasterChef UK.
Your mom
What's
is
that?
Gordon Ramsay?
No.
All right, so the next
Does it-
update that they
does it
came
have that
out with
oil, dude?
was some world map stuff and some balancing changes. First, let's talk about the map. What do you guys think about the map, and are there any improvements that you could think of for it?
The map is absolutely beautiful, and I'm a big fan of them putting it down the lower right corner instead of the top right where it was for OS Buddy, because I used to misclick on it all the time. But yeah, it looks really nice. The things that have been suggested, and they'll probably still end up doing in the future, they just didn't want to delay it, was adding fairy ring codes to the map and making it so you can close the map with like escape or shift escape.
I was very impressed by this world map. I mean, it did take 4.5 years for it to come out, but I think that it's a really good map. I think it's very good for a new player. Like, not all new players know about OS Buddy or these other clients that have world maps. So they're using like Google Images to try to navigate around the game. And adding in an in-game world map, I think, is a great update. It's a very, very awesome job with the map. Very impressive. This is one of the better updates that they've done in a long time.
I mean, this is long overdue. I'm like so surprised at the quality of the world map. Like, can you consider that like on an agility obstacle, you can't open the world switcher, but you can open the world map. So like that just shows they actually put effort into this. Like, it's not a half-done job like the world switcher was. And yeah, it's brilliant. Like, yeah, there's a couple of things to add, like fairy ring codes and such, but yeah, it's a genuine quality update.
I
Well
was
done.
very surprised when I was in the catacombs and I opened it up. Inside the catacombs, it shows on the world map what monsters are in what room down there.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Oh, it's
fucking.
even more impressive.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
Yes.
Hold up, I gotta see this.
Are you down there right now, Abra?
What's it called? Catacombs.
Yeah, just
And see if
go to the catacombs and open up the world map.
because
It
you can
will
like click on it,
Oh, it actually does. That's brilliant.
Yeah,
Look
Yeah.
at that.
that is some good shit.
So when they deserve credit, we give it to them.
some good shit right there. I do say.
Yeah, I feel like this world map is what it looks like to have over 10 years of experience working on RuneScape. He's perfected the art.
Was it
I
Ash
just
made this?
realized, yeah, Ash made it. Yeah,
Yeah, well done.
Or-
It was Ash, Atlas, and Dark.
Atlas.
Who the fuck is
Fake.
Dark?
No, yeah.
Atlas made it Alice did like the engine features.
But
to
yeah,
make
I
it
know it was
possible.
at least
Ash did like the design of the actual map and game.
It was like there was a third.
I
I
wish
can't remember
Ash
who it
could
was.
do
I think it was
literally
Mondark.
everything.
Hmm.
Okay.
Just realized I can delete 07map.png from my desktop now.
Dude, like it was so bad. Like anytime you're on
Wallpaper.
Zaya, like
Oh.
you can actually walk around Zaya and know what the fuck's going on now.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I guess the map seems like a good update. You make it sound nice. I only time I use a map in this game is when I gotta scout for raids. So if they use this as an excuse to take away scouting, it's I'm gonna hate this map a lot.
They do want to remove scouting. I think they're going to
Dude,
eventually.
they should not remove scouting because I don't want to kill Vespula in my raids. It's just a bad boss.
What is scouting? Like you go in, see what's in there, go out.
Yeah, you go in, you open up the map, and you can judge by the rotation. And if you know Vest is in the rotation or like thieving and woodcutting, you know to leave because it's a waste of time.
Oh, I did the woodcutting one. I don't want to do it again.
Yeah,
You got Wintertodd down there.
I don't mind if there's just one Winter Todd room or one thieving, but when you get both of them in the same raid, it just adds like an unneeded amount of time. And then Vest is just a bad boss. It uses all your food, and you get like no points from it.
Nah, man, you just got to use up.
I mean,
Easy
I
boss.
guess I could just go face tank it. Hope for the best, and bring an alt full of brews.
Yeah, I think Ash did a great job with the world map. The only complaint is probably when you're using it in fixed. Small, so there's not much you can really
I wish
do
you could make it
while having
smaller.
it. Yeah. For fixed mode, but other than that, no, it's good for new players. Very detailed with the catacomb and stuff, so yeah.
Very detailed, very good. Alright, so some of the balancing changes that they made. First was the average drop from Zulrah was nerfed by 30%. Yeah. What do you think about the changes to the Zulrah drop table?
See, like this would be. It's the kind of drop table it probably should have originally had. But when you have a skilling meta which is like so defined by what Zulrah drops, any changes shake things up so much. It's so annoying. So like, I just wish they didn't change it. To be honest, like I don't. It's not much of a problem to me. I can see why PVMs are annoyed. It's 3 million an hour consistently. It's the most consistent money. But to me, it's annoying that they'll change something that's like that defining.
Like it was too good
Well done,
from the
Ash.
start, but yeah, it shaped the economy a lot. But yeah, so it's more reasonable now. And I guess it'll be better for the long-term health of the game. But I'm really sad about what's happened to the price of some items. Especially magic seeds.
God help us.
Was 140k? It's not like
And construction as
170
well.
or 180.
I've been
'Cause,
surprised how the
oh.
planks haven't gone up that much, though.
Yeah,
Well, they
planks
will,
haven't
like,
moved.
there's none coming into the game though, right?
You can make like 1.9 million an hour making mahogany planks.
Yeah, I guess.
Like planks
You all need to
before
get
the
on that.
nerf, planks before the nerf were 2.1k each, and right now they're still 2.1k each. Like they temporarily jumped to 2.3, but they're back down to where they were before.
Can we go back to the 1.8k days?
Bro, 1.3k is what they were when I
Oh,
got
man,
99.
eyeball. 1.3, yeah.
How about them 1.3k?
I remember the 1.3.
That was fucking beautiful.
I mean, it costs
That's
more
what
than
we
that
need
to
back
make
then.
the plank, so
As far as the snake nerf, I agree that it was OP, but I kind of wish that they'd like taken all the things that they got rid of on Zulrah's table and put in, kind of like dispersed it to other bosses' tables.
That would have been a good idea.
Because yeah, we really don't have an oversupply of the things that they removed from the table. Prices are absurd, and it's just Zulrah was OP, not necessarily that. Like the game had been balanced around Zulrah at this point, I feel like, and we kind of need it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, like things like dragon burns and mahogany planks. Zol was probably the prime contributor of those items, especially mahogany planks.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, we did not have enough of them at all. Like they were worth so much still. Yeah, it's so annoying. But yeah, I actually really like that idea. I wish somebody had suggested that of like dispersing the drops to other monsters that nobody kills. Like I mean, people kill everything because of pets, but you know, things like mole, nobody's killing it because of the money. Just give
Mole's
moles
actually
Mole's like
decent
$1 million
money
hour.
nowadays.
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe
I've heard
even
it's
more.
more.
Make it drop more.
The highest I've
seeds.
heard is 1.7 mil.
What, for all the
1.7.
seeds?
I heard that from someone. I don't
Whoa,
remember.
whoa, nerf mole then. Sorry.
That must be twisted bow. Like you
It
must
might
be using a twisted bow to be getting that.
Do you guys know what the average GP per kill is? Because I think you can get like 60 kills an hour now.
Something
Well,
like that.
if you have the hard diary done, it always drops like the noted like claws or whatever. Like it's like at least 15. I think like the stuff that it drops every time it dies is 15k, and then you have like the extra loot that it then drops.
Okay. Well, let's give it to that hill giant boss. That thing's useless.
I want them to rebuff Zora back to its former glory. As you know, construction, crafting, and farming are just too expensive.
Give Zora 3 drops. That's what I want.
You know, it was a nice place to go when people lost their bank staking. They could always just go back to Zora. And now you
That's
just gotta
literally
like
what
listen to them complain.
Zora's
I mean, it's
literally
still
what
pretty
got me
good.
off staking.
It's still like
Yeah. Yeah, it's still
it's not as good,
2.5, something like that.
Yeah, because aren't the scales worth more now?
Yeah, something
Yeah, they
like
went
that.
up with that.
They need to fix my serpentine helm because I don't like
Speaking
that at all.
of the
Sleep, you're
serpentine
getting well ahead of
helm,
yourself.
we'll get there soon.
Yeah. I need my prophet snake.
It's Penny Python right now.
Yeah.
Abra stole that meme from Reddit, so please don't give him credit.
I gladly.
Oh, you dirty bastard! I thought you were funny.
I got stupid puns at the ass. Just wait a minute.
We gotta call House Piran here.
Oh, what does House Piran say?
Nah, he just makes puns about everything.
Let's wait for House Piran.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sleep.
Me?
Yep, get House Piran.
You want him in here?
You bring him up. You get a message from him, Sleep.
He has a message of him getting kicked from Hexis when he trolled Randy about it.
Dude, that was something with Rune and Rune.
Yeah.
Like,
This guy just wasted like 2 hours of my time, and he said, "Did he ruin your day?"
oh, yeah. Yes, I remember that bastard, dude. So okay, I was like I asked, I don't know if I was buying sets or selling sets, and Taryn said, "Hey man, I got this guy. Here he is," and then I go and talk to the guy, and he either wanted to sell me 100 sets or was only buying 100 sets. And he sat in the fucking trade screen for like 3 fucking minutes. And I told Parent, I said, never fucking suggest that guy to me again. Took him 3 minutes to sell me those sets. He was like, I guess he ruined your day.
Yeah.
I had a guy like that when I did smithing. He'd only be on for like 2 hours a day, but he'd message me like every 15 minutes because he could only buy like 100 sets at a time.
Terrible.
And he took about 5 minutes each trade as well, but it was on my ult, so it wasn't that bad. It was so annoying. Considered putting me on the ignore list a few times, but he knew where I was, so I couldn't really hide from him.
About how do you organize birds? You put them in columns and crows.
Nice.
Boo.
That's just
Put him in a box and put him on the ground.
Alright, so Sleep's
So when you say
Serp Helm,
birdhouses-
no longer venoms everyone who touches it, and its strength bonus was reduced to the same as an Eatsnot Helm. Is this a fair change? If it's not, what would you like to see done to the helm?
I don't mind that they reduced the strength bonus. Like, I can understand them not wanting it on their helm, which also venoms people. But taking away the venom, I just feel it was like it was a fine feature. I don't know why they removed it. I'm pretty sure they're gonna add it back at some point anyway. Can understand them lowering it.
They should really add back the Venom feature. Like, this is the one time they went out of their way to slow down Slayer. And
What?
I did enjoy the strength bonus.
When were you using a Serp Helm for Slayer?
DKs? Well, Dags.
Yeah, at
Is it actually
Dags.
worth it then?
If you
I
don't
remember seeing praise.
if you don't value melee XP, it is
I don't value it.
yeah,
There
right.
you go.
Like it is more Slayer XP per hour. It is less efficient, but it is more Slayer XP per hour.
Also, it did help at like God Wars and just annoying people who attacked you in the wilderness.
Yeah.
You don't
I
have to
feel
attack them back.
Yeah, like I probably don't see it because I never use it for Slayer, but I imagine for like doing God Wars, it was probably pretty good, eh?
I
Yeah.
liked
Yeah.
when I ran around places and I would just see things dying to Venom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
Venom
when
the
I did run
minions.
to DKs. Yeah.
Hmm.
Now it's just there, and I don't use it.
Yeah, I think that they went a little bit. Now, I'm okay with them going a little too overboard with the nerf, because I think that they will understand that it perhaps wasn't the best way of nerfing it, but at least addressing that they don't like how powerful it is. I think that it would be okay if they completely removed the strength bonus of it and gave it the venom effect back. I think that it's a terrible fucking helm with how it currently sits without venoming it. Like, it is a very expensive anti-poison needs not
Doesn't
helm.
even look good.
Nah. Does Ghost still have that as his fucking Avi on Twitter?
I'm gonna
Anyone know?
check.
I don't know. I think balancing wise, I don't know of many people that were complaining that this thing was way too overpowered. I don't know why this change was specifically made to the helmet, but I would like to see it get its venom back moving forward.
Mod Ghost, it's still the same one. It looks like now I look at it, it looks like one of those sock puppets. You know what I mean?
What?
Like that's not a neck. That's a wrist. It looks like a Tanzanite Helm sock puppet.
He's had that Abbey for 2.5 years. Like,
Yeah. He doesn't tweet very often, does he?
no. Zoid, what did
He's
you
not
think about the
tweeting 2
Serp Helm?
months. As I said, like I'm probably pretty disconnected from it because I never use the thing except for PP. But
It's
it
fucking
seems like an
correct.
over nerf based on everyone's feedback. It's one of those things I never saw anyone complaining about it. I mean, they never seem to do anything about the things people are actually complaining about, and they'll just massively nerf something that I don't really know. I can see like it was way too powerful. Like the venom effect, it was just venoming everything that hit you was really strong. So they'll probably compromise and make it so like like only melee things hitting you will venom, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think they should just taken away the strength bonus, not touch the venom. It's over nerfed now and overpriced to use, and not very good.
Yeah, like,
Exactly.
what are
Must
those scales doing for you at this point?
Especially when antidotes are like 200 GP.
Yeah.
Pretty much just break it down for scales at this point. But yeah, so pretty much just get rid of the strength, give the venom back. That's all good. But yeah, again, no one really complained about it. I'm confused as well. And I saw kind of a layout of what helm's best for what place. I think Serp is only best for like 2 places. Boss is like 20 something, I don't know.
Still good for plunder. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Alright, so some other balancing changes that were made was void range bonus being decreased to 10%, and the elite void being 12.5% bonus damage, respectively. It used to be 20%, correct? 20?
Yes.
Okay. So what do you think about the change that was made to void?
Yeah, so about that 20%, that was actually not intended. It was only supposed to be 10%. So I guess I can't really complain about that. And I have elite, so that's nifty. Finally, it's actually kind of more useful. I mean, it'll suck a little bit. Like the only thing I'll ever use it for, pretty much from this point on, because I'm not gonna be doing Zora, especially not anymore. But is for chinning. Any range after Slayer. Peak airs are mad. That makes me happy.
I'm
Yeah,
mad.
I'm sure it's a pretty big impact to the PvP community.
They're spoiled. Bring
Like-
some risk.
Like one of my best friends, he's the guy that made me make the pier that I have right now. His account that he's making is a fucking void range account, so he is fucking furious. I find that funny as hell.
I saw a Reddit post by some PKer who said that was basically saying Void was super OP even in PKing, and now it's kind of balanced and still moderately good. But yeah, I don't know. In general, it was a good change. It should have happened 10 years ago, but better late than never. And I still don't ever have to buy Armadillo since I can use Void for chinning.
They still need to buff Void Mage.
Why buff it? That's what it's supposed to be.
Because it's not worth using.
Accuracy for magic has never fucking mattered.
Well, it's good if you want to have really
Perhaps.
small switches at Zora or have zero money. Or an Iron Man who doesn't have
Only if
access
you're
to any good
bad.
mage gear.
Abra, what kind of change would you like to see done to Void Mage then? Increased accuracy, increased damage. If they increase the accuracy, it won't really have any fucking impact. If they increase the accuracy from 10% to 30%, it wouldn't really have that big of an impact.
It is 30%.
Is it? If they increase
Well, yeah,
it from
but you
30 to 50,
don't have much accuracy, so it doesn't.
It's really useless.
it's,
When you're
accuracy.
weighing that, you don't have much accuracy, so it doesn't modify by that much.
The only way to make it better would be to give it a damage increase.
No,
Don't
No,
do
just
that.
PvP.
They could make
don't
it
devalue my ancestral.
Yeah,
Do more
please don't.
chances
It's
to save
already
runes.
been going in the shitter. Zoid, what do you think?
that though, Randy.
Yeah, I mean, were people genuinely complaining about this? Again, it seems like one of those things that people who I talk to wouldn't care about something, so maybe I would just miss out on people caring about this. But it felt like the main problem with Void was that it was it had no risk to using in PvP. So maybe they could have done something with that instead of just nerfing it to shit.
Well, the first
made it
step they made with
very
that was
tough.
making untradables cost money.
Make it cost more money.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like an over nerf again. And
I
I
mean, it's
don't want
still
to have to
good
get
for
Elite
certain
Void.
places. And now, Arma is actually good for something other than Slayer.
I guess that's reasonable then, if it gives it a niche, I guess, instead of it just being best to slot across the board.
Yeah, it shouldn't be better than an armor set that costs 50 mil or whatever.
I wouldn't have minded if they just nerfed normal Void and not Void Elite. There wasn't a point. It's been in the game for over 10 years or something. There was no point. The mod who decided to nerf my Void is my least favorite mod right now. He should just leave life.
I don't know. I think
Aggressive.
I think it was very fair of them to balance it, especially it wasn't the way it was intended, and it was extremely powerful for what it was. I'm okay with it being nerfed down to 10%. The Elite Void being 12.5%. I don't really like that 12.5%. Just looks like a bad number. I'd prefer to see that up to. If they made that 15%, I think I'd be alright with it. Would it be worth getting? I don't think in its current stage it'd be worth getting for chinning. Would it? If you don't already have Elite.
I mean, I think to 200 mil, Bront got something like 18 hours back from the nerf. So 2.5 of that is going to be. I can't be bothered around for actual values. Is going to be what, core 4.5 hours. Does it? How long does it take to get Elite Void from Void?
It's like 500 points.
How long does that take? Does anyone know?
That's like 5 hours ish. That's
It's
about
probably
5 hours.
really close to being worth it or not worth it. I probably wouldn't do it just because I can't be bothered.
It looks
Eh,
good.
If they made
you-
it 15%, it'd be worth getting.
If you include costs into that, it's probably worth getting it if you care about money.
We need to
Just
take
on the
into
money
account
you
TOTUS
save.
points also, though.
And also you get some extra TOTUS points. Aubrey, can you talk to Optastic because he says I don't get any points for my pets.
What is TOTUS, by the way?
It's a really cool clan.
Okay.
We have no TOTUS shilling on the Hexis podcast.
But what pets do you have? Don't you kill them or something?
Yeah, well, I've got like 12 chin pets. I want 12 points.
I'm
12
fucking.
points.
I'm 40 mil dry on my chin pet.
I got 2 chin pets to 200 mil. Ozzys, what do you think about the range?
I can understand them like nerfing it for PvP because like I used to watch quite a few PK streams, and like Void was just stupid overpowered for PvP. Even though, like, even when they changed it, so you had to pay to use it, like if you died, it was still like insignificant cost compared to how good it was. I'm not really.
Did you find yourself on the wrong end of some Void Rangers when you were PKing?
No, like stream and they just like ballista, throw a knife, and they'd be dead, and it's like, oh, that was quick. Like it's just, it was ridiculous in PvP. But PvM, I'm not really sure how useful it was, so I'm not really sure.
It was very useful.
Hmm.
You'd have to never die for Arma to be comparable in PvP.
Alright, so some people are saying that Jagex nerfed some of this gear on purpose in order to clear up room at the top of the spectrum for future updates. You know, like for a different best in slot strength helm to come out in the future instead of it being a SERP helm. Be something else, whether it be a quest reward or a drop from a monster or something like that. Do you agree with the with kind of their reasonings for doing that?
No, I don't.
Do you want to expand on that?
Oh yeah, well, I think I summed up why I didn't want Void to be nerfed. Like the Serp Helm, I guess I could have just lowered the strength to 3, kept the Venom.
So have its niche.
You know, they could just release a new range armor that gives a damage bonus to it. And just have it not stack with the Slayer Helm or something.
It failed. They did that, didn't they?
No.
They did
Passing
something. They
now.
pulled a rage armor and it failed.
Yeah, the twisted
No.
armor.
Well, they should repull it and make it not degradable.
It wasn't good enough back then, but now, if they tweaked it up some, I think it could pass.
Yeah.
Potentially.
It got to like 73%.
Coming in. I think 73 is post irony, so it's funny again right now.
It's been funny for a while. I don't know.
Has it? Maybe
Can't
it's
remember the
approaching
last time it hasn't been.
Okay, well it must be getting to another cycle of not being funny again soon.
Panic buy 73 memes.
We are in a good stage of funny right now.
Are we?
I don't get it.
I'd say we are. I think that it's okay that they're making a change like that, especially if it's just for balancing, giving things a specific use. Like, yeah, if they completely take off the strength bonus for the Serp helm, but add the Venom in, it still has its uses at many, many locations. And if they then add in a new best in slot helm with a best in slot strength bonus, it would have its uses. If it has its own certain requirements, a high defense level requirement, you're gonna have your like lower level players that don't have that level, or accounts that have specific account builds not being able to access that, still using like the Neat Snot Helm, Zerka Helm, and shit like that. So I think that it's pretty fair of them to be nerfing gear in order to clear up room at the top of the spectrum. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of agreeable. Like, I'd rather them do it this way, which is it's kind of stupid, but I'd rather them do it this way than like keep releasing better gear. So it seems like a good compromise. So if this is the case, I mean, maybe we're giving them too much credit, but if this is their master plan, then it's a reasonable one.
Are we perhaps giving them too much praise, or?
I mean, do we think they're planning that far ahead?
Yeah, they said specifically, especially about Void, that it made it really impossible for them to release any new ranged armor without it being ridiculously overpowered.
Fair enough then. They have thought about this.
I know Wolf was mad about the helm stuff because he wanted to do something with that.
Wolf's a good lad.
Well, yeah,
I
they're
hope they
definitely
release a
working
good
on.
boss to drop this new gear.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
like
sure
Nex, how it dropped everything.
That's a slot coming from quests.
No.
Like a good quest, like a really like Grandmaster difficulty quest kind of thing.
Well, yeah, they've already like started designing the helmet they want to have as a reward, like upgraded Nessie from a new.
No, again, that was the thing that Wolf was doing that got scrapped.
Why'd it get scrapped?
Got scrapped. At least that reward. If
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's still. I think they're not even doing the quest anymore. I don't remember.
That's unfortunate.
They have other stuff. It's fine. Just wait for a boss.
Alright, so tradable items now appear instantly in the wilderness if dropped, and all food dropped doesn't appear to anyone besides the person who dropped it. Do any of these changes affect you guys directly? And what do you think about them taking the initiative to do this?
Well, the only time I ever go in the wilderness would be for elite or hard clues. And when I do, I go in like maximum budget. Like I'll just put some D-hides on, blow pipe, that's it. So I've never really an item to run back and get it straight away. So I can't see this affecting me at all. As for the food dropping, I guess that helps with clans and stuff. Like, it's probably better for the PvP community. And it failed. So it's a bit weird that they've gone back and then just added it anyway.
Okay, so I'm glad they did this. Like we harp on them a little bit for pulling stupid shit or just stuff that shouldn't
green
be pulled.
pixel.
You know, the meme lives on. I hate that. I don't care about it. I don't care about the pixel. I just think it's stupid that they even. I'm glad because I didn't. It doesn't purposely affect me, but just knowing that people were cheating people out of loot, because of a stupid mechanic, and that's good.
I'm alright with it. It may have affected me previously back when I was like doing Hunter, but at this point, I'm alright with it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I ever did it when I was doing Hunter. I don't think any of my items that I was risking were worth anything, so I doubt I did. But I'm fine with the first part. But the second part of the food not appearing to anyone, I assume this is to combat people would like drop brews for their teammates.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't don't know why Jagged could keep messing with that. I think people have an issue with clans constantly. I'm fine with there being an advantage to having numbers being coordinated. I doubt it takes that much coordination to drop shit on the floor and pick it up, but I don't really see why Jagex has to artificially make clans weaker. So I don't see the point in that change. The first part is fine. I think if you're gonna kill people, if you're gonna be in the wilderness, you should actually risk your stuff. So
haven't they pulled both of these things they did, and they've already failed?
They failed.
Yeah, both were pulled,
Yes.
both failed.
Yeah,
If you
I don't
pull
like it
something and it fails, you shouldn't implement it anyways.
Yeah, but they should have pulled the thing way back when in the first place.
We
Yeah,
say
like,
that, but
they
pulled
pulled
Nothing Nightmare
Nightmare
Zone.
Zone 6 hour, like they pulled 6 hour methods, and it only got like 55%.
Again, yeah, that's another thing that shouldn't have even been pulled. You know, just do it, and they did, which I'm glad about.
All right, but the most recent day was pretty big in itself, due to the Karamja store being nerfed. It's dead. Jimin was gone. You can no longer sell items to the Karamja General Store for 1.75 times the low alc price. Do you like this change that they made, the nerf to the shop? What major changes can you see this forcing onto the game? And what kind of impact do you think this will have on the game moving forward? Like, how do you think the economy is going to adapt to how we've got now? 'Cause I mean, like, I think this is going to make several training methods become obsolete. Like black d'hide bodies, like crafting, I think is going to be a fucking mess. Like, it's actually going to be terrible.
Panic by Molten Glass.
What's happened to rune items since?
They have hit
It's
the
really
shitter.
sad.
They have hit
I'll
the
talk
shitter.
about that.
Okay.
I don't think smithing's being hit as hard as a training skill, just because like there is blast furnace and they just buffed blast furnace. But like for crafting, I mean, you got like air battle stat, like you got battle staves and d'hide bodies. The skill was kind of formed around the shop, taking those out of the game. There is not much people alching at all. So I think crafting is going to be heavily hit as a skill moving forward. I think this is going to make, like, this is given a lot of value to people that have already completed the Bibles. Yeah, be ahead of the curve, boys. Bibles now are, obviously everyone has their own alt training method, but for the most part, top page players and high ranked players that have a whole lot of Bible XP got their money from the shop. Like, I estimated that I got somewhere between like 3 and 8 bill from the shop at the time that I spent there. And, I don't know where the fuck I'd be without it. I don't know where the fuck many people would be without it. And this is impacting the game enormously. Like, so much of the game and economy was based around the shop taking items out as quickly as it did as well. So I think training methods are going to become obsolete, and the economy is going to drastically change.
Yeah,
And
I agree with
I
you.
retired from the shop 2 months ago, so it makes me a little happy that I got out before it got out.
Yeah, I agree with what you say about like Bibles. It's definitely going to affect that a lot. Personally, with the little amount of time I spent at Karamja shop, I really didn't enjoy it. Like, as a piece of content, I think it was just terrible. Like, buying items from the Grand Exchange and then just throwing them into a shop as a moneymaker. Like, I'm glad they got rid of it. But yeah, like you say, with crafting and stuff, it kind of it's going to have a big effect with that. So, plus nature runes might go up a bit.
I never did the shop, and I'm glad it's gone. Like, the concept of just selling stuff to a store for hours on end and making 8 bill is really stupid to me.
Terrible piece of content, it really was.
I made all my money from just doing skills and some PVM, and actually like a lot from raids. About 800 kill count. I'm at like 4 bill from it.
Might be
It's
nice, man.
yeah, that's like where all mine came from.
Yeah, so I've been Smith and Rune, and this has hit me quite a bit. And also, I made my ult has not 99 smithing, and I only got to smith on both accounts at once for 1 day before they gutted that, so that was really sad. And because people don't buy anymore, I have to just alch them on the alts. So I'm making less and only playing one, account basically. It's really rough times.
What kind of money you make
Woe
from doing
is
that
me.
now?
So at peak before, I was making 1.2 mil on each account, so 2.4 mil an hour. But now I'm only making 800k an hour playing on both accounts. So
We were getting like ridiculous prices before then. Jesus Christ.
yeah, they treated me well.
You're still getting better profit than I did most of the time.
Yeah, when I did smithing, I didn't get nearly as much profit as everyone else seems to be now. But now that they've changed it, I'm glad I did it when I did. I mean, the shop change is long overdue, and I think I kind of agree to an extent with what Randy said about what it does to the game. But I think a lot of people miss what the actual problem with the shop is, because I don't think it's the removal of items so quickly. The high ticket items, yeah, like the bodies, the battle staffs, and the rune items, yeah, they're gonna crash and see some problems because those were the items leaving the game. But the majority of GP, like the vast majority of GP, is not brought into the game through the shop. I don't think it affects the wider economy that much. It affects a very specific niche, which is what high level skillers are doing. And the shop, for me, single handedly ruined the non experience, because what it did was it gave people who are willing to do the shop so much buying power. Because if you're making 10 mil an hour, you're willing to pay ridiculous amounts of GP to do Bibles. And for me, that's one of the reasons why Bibles are so expensive. Not because of inflation, it's because people like Randy can make 10 mil an hour. He doesn't really care what he pays after that. So I hope to see some Bibles go down, honestly, if people have to do more effort for the GP they're making.
They're not yet. Everything is fucked.
Yeah, I mean everything's gonna be up in the air for a long time, but I honestly think some things, specifically herb lore, should go down a little bit. Crafting is going to take a while to settle to see how quickly those items are going to be able to leave the game. But yeah, I this is obviously a positive change, but a hell of a lot of damage has been done already. So I don't really know if we're never going to get back to how we were before, obviously, but I think we can get a little bit of the way there at least.
Yeah, I'm really glad that they did it. I wish they did it a long time ago. It's nice to see that alking is actually like a thing again.
It's pretty
like,
fucking profitable now.
Yeah, I mean, what I did a little bit recently is I made myself some rune items, alked them while I was doing Hunters 0 time, and got extra profit. It's pretty sweet.
Nice.
And that's like an actual thing you can do now.
I might have
That's
to
probably
fire.
gonna be a
I
thing as
might
well,
have to
Anonymous.
fire up the foot pedal.
Yeah, I mean, like I could, you could easily just do rune items, then do a few laps and alk them, and then go back to
Yeah,
it, and that's
exactly.
probably worth doing.
Yeah,
If you're
that would be
not,
much better. I wish
definitely,
I could. You know, what I like to do a skill just all in one go. You know, so. Whoops.
EHP is EHP.
Yeah. I could be doing something else on the alt and actually be making some whatever fine money, but I have to alk it.
You could be altscaping and alking on your main while doing agility and it'd be even more efficient.
Because I just want to finish.
Yeah, I know what
in
you
one
mean.
go. Yeah. I didn't go and do raids when they came out. I stayed at Plunder.
Alright, from one store to the next, the West Arty store, which buys items at high alk price. Can you see the West Arty store and Chadwell being an issue moving forward? Like, does anyone know how much money per hour this is? Like, I mean, if it's buying it at a high alk price, it's obviously you'd make more money from that than alking. You'd be able to dump quite a, like, let's see, like looking at the price of like a Rune 2H right now, like 37.9, and the high alk price is 38.4. Like there's money to be made, but I don't know how much there is. I don't think this is going to be a problem or anything moving forward, but wonder how many people are going to actually do it. I don't think it's going to be a problem or anything like that. I don't think we're ever going to see anything like the shop again.
I don't want to do this either. I don't get why it was made worse than the Karamja store. They probably
other way
just
around.
like overlooked it. If it becomes a problem, they're probably gonna nerf this too.
Yeah, I mean, remember when the Zaya shop came out? They nerfed that like in what, a few hours?
I don't remember that.
Ash
It
went
was a
in
fun
on a
day.
Sunday night to do it.
That was a
What
fun few hours while people were doing that.
What did the
That's not
Zaya
bad.
shop do?
It's just a shop that was better than the Karamanja shop, and everyone went wild for a few hours, and then Ash fixed it.
Oh.
And didn't somebody keep selling because they didn't realize it had been fixed? I think somebody did that.
I'm sure people did that.
I don't know.
I wonder if there's still people going to the Crown to shop right now.
Oh, I'm sure there are. No, maybe not anymore, but I'm sure there were bots still running. Well, once they've been set up again.
Dude, the shop getting nerfed. There are actually some people like that live in like second and third world countries that
Oh,
the
yeah.
only thing that they did was shop, and
Well, they've
that's what
impoverished some people.
that was what they
Was
did
that
for
the,
an actual living. Like it sounds crazy, but like that's real shit. Like people shop
put them out.
and real world traded it to make money.
They've been put out of house and home. Will Jagex compensate them though?
I'm just a refugee now.
Hell no.
Refugees.
Yeah.
Karamja refugees.
Yeah. I'm looking for employment.
All right, so something that the mods discussed. So raw sharks have been like removed from Zora, to my understanding. And the mods think that fishing sharks needs to be buffed. What do you think about the catch rate for sharks being buffed? Just what do you think in general about the whole shark fiasco?
I wouldn't be too bothered, because only complete idiots actually, fish them. So it's pretty much just bots supplying all of them, So
Hang on. On the first podcast you were on, we asked you what you've been
Besides
doing,
Big
and
Shark.
you had been fishing sharks the entire podcast.
I was cooking sharks.
You said you were
idiot. I
fishing
was cooking them.
sharks. Okay.
Unlucky.
Um,
I'm getting attacked.
I like the way. Oh, you're getting attacked. Oh no. I like the way this question's worded. It's very accusatory. Like they actually think that fishing sharks needs to be buffed. Yeah, I don't know why people care about this crap. I mean, to be fair, I can understand. Like, isn't there like no catch rate increase from 76 to 99? Isn't that what people are complaining about?
It's from like 100 to 140.
Oh, that's not much.
Really?
I
not
honestly-
good. I mean,
That's
you
a
wouldn't
40%
but it's still-
increase.
I don't care if fishing sharks get faster. What I do care about is that T Karma said that he would fish sharks 200 more fishing, and this will increase. This will significantly reduce the time it takes him. So I'm going to vote no
Didn't he
based
say
on
he was
that.
going to use a harpoon, not
Yeah, he said he
necessarily
was gonna-
sharks?
Oh yeah, well I guess he could do something
Dragon
useful.
harpoon.
You can 2-tick swordfish and tuna and get like 120k an hour.
Whoa.
Need a buff. Zora scale fishing.
That thing
They haven't touched that still.
just above Zora.
They could literally double the amount of scales you get, and it would still be not that great.
It would still be god awful.
I think they've given up on silver scale fishing, and they're introducing some new eels to fish in the Inferno place.
That'll last a good 3 seconds.
You chisel the lava eels, and you get like gems and potentially on it.
Ooh, is this like the Motherlode Mine Onyx, which probably no one has ever seen?
I think that chance of that on
There's an
like,
unbelievably low chance.
Oh
of
yeah, no.
Onyx
I
gem
said
packs.
it's
I
like
said
1
Onyx
in
bolt
1
tips.
mil.
Oh, bolt tips. Yeah. Like I doubt. Honestly, if anyone's ever gotten an Onyx from Motherlode Mine, I'll be very impressed.
No one has.
They
have an
they
alert
tweeted
to
out a
it.
while ago. No one had.
Does anyone even buy those gem bags? There's no point.
Nah, no point.
You know, it'd be nice if they buff shark fishing, because I like to AFK my fishing, and I'm a proud person who did monkfish to 99.
Well done.
Yeah, dude.
I also AFK my fishing, but I at least do it at the barb place.
You see, I was gonna do bar, but I didn't like how I had to drop all my fish, and I never used AHK or mouse keys, so I just went to the monkfish, dude.
We really need a redwood
Cut meat,
equivalent for
Cut
fishing.
meat.
So if they buff sharks to be like as much XP as redwoods, that'll be good. Let's do that.
Whoa.
Randy, I'm gonna run out of redwoods eventually. I'm gonna need to change it to something else.
What
Dude.
if they just made raw fish stackable?
Uh,
And when you cooked it, it
They
became
talked about that
unstackable.
before, like having the
They
fish
actually-
just go straight to the ground after your inventory is full.
Oh yeah, I've heard
oh
about
no,
this.
that's a different thing.
I don't know.
That would be fucking stupid.
That's a different thing.
Yeah.
We're talking about classic now, right? Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like that in Classic, except in Classic you have to click on the fishing spot for every single attempt.
Yeah, you have
So
to
it's not
reclick
exactly.
every time.
I mean, I guess it's like alking, so it's pretty AFK, but
Just
It's not
set
like-
up a foot pedal and click a pond.
yeah.
I could just play like Osu or something more like effortlessly as I fish them.
Yeah. Let's play Osumi, you and Owl. Do fishing.
Dude, I stopped playing Osu because I can't click fast enough. Well, I can't tap fast enough.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it is, dude. I only do like 170 when you need to do like over 200. And I can't even like keep a constant 170 BPM stream going. I just lose all control on my left hand.
This is
Coming
a
out this
RuneScape
Thursday,
podcast,
we
Sleep.
have a chance to defend our title as the premier PVM clan in the game, with the Inferno coming out. Are you and we talked about on the last podcast, we talked about how the top 3 people are going to get lifetime memberships. Top 2 get like full, like all of their, like they're going to RuneFest with all of their shit paid for. So are you guys excited for the Inferno?
Don't forget about the IRL Inferno Cape.
Ugh. Yeah, the greatest advertised as like the best reward they've ever given out or something, they said, right? Fuck that. Give me the 10 grand.
Ooh.
But the Inferno coming out, are you guys going to be attempting it on the first day? How long do you think it'll take to get the first cape? What are some potential problems that might pop up? And what are your thoughts on the Inferno?
I guess I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not going to be doing it myself right away. I don't really have too much gear, and I don't really want to waste time. I'll just wait till the people figure it out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching streams of it and seeing. I hope that it actually lives up to the expectations.
Yeah.
But I think it will.
I'm hoping that it's going to be a great quality piece of content. I've got pretty high expectations for it. I think it'll be extremely difficult. I'm not going to be trying first day. Definitely going to wait probably at least like a week before I do attempt it, just because I know that it's going to, like, I know that I suck ass, and even with a guide being laid out very easily on how to do it, I still think that I struggle mightily with it. I'm very excited to see what items are going to be best used for it and how that impacts the economy for those items. I'm very excited for it, and I don't really think there's going to be any problems. For the fire cape, do you have to like take your, like, do I have to give them my
I
fire
don't.
max cape?
Inferno Cape. I don't know if that'll work, but you can sell it back to Mac regardless.
Fuck's sake.
Wait, what? Oh, you had an alert or something.
Yeah.
Just start doing jet task.
Dude,
Ozzys,
jet
what
tasks
do you
are
think?
great.
I got like 30 fire capes.
Yeah, I'm not going to be trying it on day of release, but I'm looking forward to watching streams and trying to merch off it, like people panic buying and selling.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to merch.
yeah, there's good profit to be made there.
It'll be a good day for flipping.
Yeah, for sure. A week until there's a decent guide out there. I can't see them having many problems, seeing as they've already had, like, didn't the streamers go there and test it?
Yeah.
So, back from that, so I can't really see there being many delays. But yeah, looking forward to it for sure.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, but hell no, I'm not doing it on day release. Yeah, I'll just wait on guides, and yeah, I'm not budging from the anvils. You crazy? No, but I'm probably gonna take the afternoon of streaming off and just watch people. That'd be good fun.
I don't even think I'm gonna watch people just because I expect everyone to just be everyone streaming it for it to just be like a dumpster fire. The
definitely
smart
plan
people
to
that
try
are
a day
really good
release.
at it are not going to stream it at all, given that there's a lot on the line. If they are like, let's say they find like a new method for killing it, they're sharing that information publicly with hundreds, if not thousands, of people, lowering the odds of them getting to be one of the top 3 to get that kill. So I would never stream it if I was good enough and thought that I had potential to be one of the top 3.
I'm gonna be trying a day release many times probably with everyone in chat, and whoever gets it first is just gonna get kudos points. I got basically all the gear and supplies I need for like 1,000 tries, so I can do it endlessly.
Let's talk
But
about
I do wish you had to use like a fire cape every attempt, because that would really annoy
That
people.
would just get unnecessarily repetitive.
Yeah, but I got so many fire capes, I just don't know what to do with.
Sell them for Tuckle and buy Onyxes. I got like a free 30 mil out of nowhere.
See, I'm not gonna do that because I like looking at my capes.
Well, that's what you can do with them. Just let them sit there.
Yeah.
The reward for getting the Infernal Cape, that to me, like, it makes sense as a reward. Why the fuck did they give out a D skim for the fastest Jad fight cave time? How does a D skim tie
Yeah,
into
it's
that
a
at
little
all?
confusing.
So they happened to have it on hand and we're like, fuck it.
It's
Let's get rid of
iconic.
this somehow. That sucks.
What about like a Jad pinata? That would have
I
been
hope you
better.
like require a bow to do the Inferno.
Couldn't be required, but it might be good.
I hope it's like required though.
Nah, it's gonna be more just difficulty, like from prayer flicking and such,
And yeah, I think it's gonna be based around normies.
and just strategy and the fact that the spawns are randomized.
It'll be good. Alright, so
Features.
OS Buddy recently came out with a new feature. If you guys are on it right now and you right click your inventory tab, it has a configure shift click. Yeah, this is the ability to customize the shift click options on a per item basis, to where it will drop some items but not others. Pretty much this can be set up to where, from what I've seen, it's pretty easy to do, like 3-tick fishing, 2-tick woodcutting. Mining, it's pretty, like, for fishing, it's probably the biggest impact is on fishing from what I've seen. But what do you think about this customizable shift click, and do you think Jagex will do anything about this feature as well?
It's overpowered, game changing, and I don't think that any third party anything should be allowed to affect the game in ways like that. I think that Jagex should make a much stricter stance on third party clients. I think they should make it so that you can only have like sidebar features, maybe on screen overlays, but nothing that actually affects how you interact with the game. It's just way too far, in my opinion.
Couldn't you argue that you're able to turn your shift click on and off in between clicking the herb and tar and the fish? And
Yeah, you can. It's just, I don't think that third party software should affect how you interact with the game in any way.
I think that it's a very interesting update. Kind of reminds me of back when it was left click to use bone on altar, and then Jagex told them to fuck off and add on a 1-tick delay to that. I think that this is something very interesting. it's pretty good for I don't like it allows the ability to play with just one hand. Makes that a lot nicer to do. Yeah, I guess huge for people that are two-tick woodcutting with darts. It's a pretty big impact, I think. I think it might be a little bit too overpowered though.
Yeah, pretty much the same opinion as Aubrey. I pretty much don't log on to OS Buddy unless I'm doing Slayer now. I realize like how much nicer the normal client is. I really would like to see them enforce. Yeah, but basically, if you're going to change the way you actually interact, like the left click to bones thing was changing the way you actually interact with the game, or the shift click, you shouldn't be able to do this. The farming, bring the farming one back. We'll give them some concessions. OS Buddy can have the farming thing, but they're not allowed this. I think that'd be a fair trade. And then they can remove Geomancy because it's pointless.
Shit's OP, needs to be scrapped, but at least we didn't get that one screen region thingy. Do you remember that?
Oh
Oh
yeah,
my god, that would have been so stupid.
you could
What was
play
that?
everything like you could take a
It was
part of
fucked.
your client and that would be like the only visual thing and you could put it over on another thing. So pretty much like you could have your alts all on the same like OS Buddy window. Like
Interesting.
You could like cut out a piece of your client and move it to anywhere on your monitor, basically.
Huh.
Easily like one tick around one.
They shouldn't be allowed to add any new shift clicks. That should be something Jagex can only do.
Yeah, like now we have official shift click empty pouch, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah, big
You know,
change.
Could I
Hmm.
potentially make it to where shift click like uses my bones so I could just do that?
No.
No.
That's what OS Buddy did, and then Jagex said to fuck off.
No, they have like a feature, but what if I do shift click configure? Could I set the option to use?
No.
I could.
I think you can just change it so shift only works on certain items, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
To where you can only drop certain items.
Hmm.
Alright. So the stats on the top 20 players with the most frog tokens were released, as exciting as that is. I'm going to just give a shout out to the top guy who has more frog tokens than the second and third place guys combined. He has 844 frog tokens. But
Like he doesn't have any of the set.
no, he doesn't.
Man, this guy's a hero.
There's only there's only 3 people in the top 20 that have any sets at all.
See, the guy that has 75 sets.
I wonder if they didn't check POH or something. I feel like a lot of people might have put it in there.
Maybe. But even then, there's only have one. Yeah, like I want to.
Oh, Jicklum's rank 17 frog token collector with the 75 full sets. Look at
Oh, is that him?
That's Jicklum.
Of course, it's Jicklum.
Holy fuck.
Top pro like Cap King or something.
Alright,
I
but
wouldn't be surprised if Cap King's on here.
I would be. So, do you guys have any collections like this, either like a tradable or a non-tradable item?
How many Totus points are frog tokens worth each, Aubrey?
I don't know. I think the full set is worth like a few points, but I can't remember
Yeah,
how
but
much.
like, surely the guy who has 844 gets some extra ones, some extra points.
Nah, he doesn't have anything more completed than if he just had one set.
He's on this list. You're not. He's completed being on this list. Do I have any? Do I have any collections? I mean, I have my pets that have died, but I don't really have them to show.
That's not a collection. That's like a.
I have
That's
some
a
crab
body
claws.
count.
I've got like 12 crab claws. I've always considered getting more. Or maybe I'll get
Those
more
are a
crab
pain
claws.
to get. I told you before when I
are.
tried getting one on my pier. and then I fucking broke the claw.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a pain to get. I don't think I have anything interesting. I'm gonna get more crab claws though. So when this question next comes up, I'll have something interesting to say.
Okay.
I don't have any frog tokens. I I don't do that random event, and when I had to in the past, I would just drop them. But I do have some collections of stuff not RS related, like bad memes. People just asking me dumb questions. Like my friend Ruby, he's like, I'm at Sirius. He's like, where are you at, man? And then he's like, oh fuck, dude, I'm at Shiloh Village. I don't get how he got the two like confused, but he did. I used to collect wizard hats, but they just take too long to buy. You want to see the screenshot?
Yeah, sure. Apparently, Jiklim got all
Post
his
in the
frog
chat for
tokens.
us.
Jiklim's frog tokens are from before they made randoms optional.
Wow.
Yeah, he's had them a while.
So he could have almost got the. If Jekyll was
If he
keeping
kept
up,
going.
if he kept going, he could have at least gotten rank 2.
If only he knew they'd make this tweet.
Ugh. Imagine the regret.
No regrets.
Go on, sleep. Let's see these wizard hats.
No, the picture of Ruby. I posted it in chat.
Alright, so I don't have
Alright.
any collected items or anything like that. It doesn't really seem like something appealing to me. I once thought it would maybe be cool to have a bunch of Santa hats, but those are pretty fucking expensive to have a collection of. There are a couple.
30k.
Yeah, but if I want like a fucking,
collection.
if I want like 100 of them or 1,000 of them, that's a lot of money invested into a stupid fucking collection. So nah.
I collect tar, all from my
How
wonderful
much
viewers.
tar do you have?
I have 8 million tar.
Nice.
And if you want to contribute, world 54 pond.
No. I was expecting more tar.
That's
I
a
wanna
lot of
get
fucking
these,
tar.
I mean, if we're talking about that, we're talking about those kind of numbers. I got that many feathers.
You going
I
for
also
it?
have, yeah, I have
Wait,
64 million feathers, but I don't need any more.
Is that 200 mil fletching and fishing?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, the only thing I really just keep all of my long bones and stuff from Slayer.
I have some of
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, just gonna keep saving them.
I remember now. Jiklim's a Yanillionaire.
Yeah.
Didn't he get all those from Sick Nerd?
Yeah, he did. See, Jiklim's the person to ask this question to. He's got loads of weird shit.
Cats. He gave away his cats.
He gave away his cats.
Yeah.
To who?
Dude, he had a giveaway. Like he was like, for every
Oh yeah, he did. Didn't
every
Matto win?
retweet this tweet gets, I will give away one. Like, if someone has like 100, like if it got like 100 retweets, he'd give 100 cats to the winner. I retweeted it
All the tar
after
donation?
because I thought it was a good giveaway, but I didn't want to
Shout
actually
outs to
enter the
Gherkins.
giveaway.
Yeah.
I would have sold those cats for like 1 GP each.
Or we could just throw them into the bank incinerator.
At least try to get some money out of them. All right. For those of you guys that are involved in fantasy EHP, whether you're on a team or manage a team, how is fantasy EHP going for you so far?
Well, I'm only on a team because the other guy got permanently banned for botting, which was convenient, I guess. But for me, I like it. You know, it's encouraged me to do phone zone while I'm at school and stuff.
Yes.
So, yeah, I got on that. Encourages people to
Better
put more hours in. I like it.
I'm not encouraged. Team at Hexis is going brilliantly though.
it's
The
terrible.
nicest team. Randy, wouldn't you say it's a nice team to be on, though?
I'm on
Yeah,
the
it is.
team. I'm
Yeah,
not
wouldn't
nice.
you say it's nice?
I'm not
We're a
nice.
nice-
It's not a nice
Overall,
team.
though, it's a very nice team on average.
I
It's a
think I
very
bring a
nice
good
team.
locker room
See,
presence.
Sleep knows it's a very nice team.
I once led a week.
Well done, Sleep.
Yeah.
I think I've trailed a couple.
Someone wanted to trade me for Razor, and I only wanted to
Yeah.
put in 1 week's worth of effort.
Yeah, somebody offered. We said
I
we're not
would've
breaking
taken
up
that.
our nice team.
Dude, I could like do that every week, but I like to mess around too much.
For me,
Like as soon as
fantasy
this podcast is
EHP.
done,
For me, as
Go on,
the
Randy.
manager, my team has quickly gone from a championship contending team to a guaranteed out of the playoffs. The team morale is at an all-time low. Life comes at you fast.
I just checked what happened to your team.
Within
Ned and Sheldon quit.
within the course of 1 week, my team was the number one. Like week 3, we set the record for most EHP in a week. The next week, Sheldunk retires, Natten burns out, Kieran burns out, fucking Bounter now has a lot of real life stuff going on. Sheeran
Hexis
and
could be-
Funk have not lived up to their words. And Ned Flanders is burnt.
Randy, if Clayton steps up, we can beat you this week. We can win.
Well,
You've become the bye week, Randy.
yes, I am ready to hit that bye week territory. That is how rough it's looking for Team Randalicious.
ooh, gotta go.
I do want to point out, yeah. So Team Stagzor currently has the second most amount of points scored in the entire league, 3,384. Statistically,
That was a strong one.
Statistically, that's the second best team in the league. But he is 1-5. He's not even gonna make the playoffs, and he's gonna be he's the second best team in the league, and he's not gonna make the playoffs. That's fucking crazy.
Wild stuff going on at Fantasy HP.
Yeah. Within the last couple of weeks, RuneFest 2017 was announced. What was the date? Like September 23rd, I think. I might be guessing. I don't know. So RuneFest is coming. Would you guys want to go? Like, if you could, are you going? And what do you think about RuneFest as a casual viewer from home?
With me, I live pretty close to London, so it's definitely something I could do, and I would like to do it 1 year, like at least once, because I think it'll be pretty good to some streamers. Probably not going to, because I'll be busy with real life stuff, and
Abra?
Yeah, I'd love to.
but yeah, I
go.
would like to go sometime.
I'd love to go sometime in the future, but right now can't really do that.
What do you think about
Keep
RuneFest as a
streaming,
viewer?
maybe you'll get an invite.
Oh, of course, I'll watch it, and that'll be good times. And it's a nice concept, because I don't know if I would ever really meet people that, and even if I did, probably wouldn't come up in conversation if anyone I knew played RuneScape. So
I think it would be something that would be very great to go. I would love to go, but for me, I just can't justify spending all the money that it takes for someone to fly from America over there. If I lived in Europe, it would be it would be a pretty easy trip to make, but way too much money. I always look forward to RuneFest. I love seeing the event that they hold, where they talk about kind of like what the plan for the next year of RuneScape is. And I've always been very impressed by the showings. Hopefully, Old School gets more airtime this year. I know that it's historically been extremely dominant by RS3, which has not been the more popular game for several years now. But I love watching RuneFest as a viewer, and I think it would be fucking awesome to go one day. But
I think Chronicle flopped, so they may be able to get that stage time.
Didn't we literally have a 30-minute time slot once?
I think Chronicle had more airtime than Old
It
School
had
last
twice
year.
as much airtime as we did last year. I mean, we say this every time. What would they actually fill the time with? Because like the mods can't do anything with it because the time they got allotted, they barely filled up. So I don't really know what they could do with the time.
I think
What
the
fuck
mods.
did the
I think the
RS3
mods
people
is just
do?
something that I've seen and noticed over the last few RuneFests is just that our mods are really much better than the other mods. You know, like getting out their messages like for what their plan for the next year is. You know, like there's no farting around. They seem to be very well organized and go in there with a plan, and they get it out there very efficiently, and they know what the fuck they're talking about, and they do a very great job. You know, like this is going back to like when Reach, you know, like when Reach was showing off, like showcasing Zaya. You know, we wouldn't see Zaya for another year and a half, but there was a plan for everything there, and with how they went
Remember
through.
the showcase achievement diary sets?
Yeah, like it. I'm like we just do. When I say we, like the Old School mods just do such a much better job at getting their information out there.
I will
So-
only go to RuneFest when we do the Hexis podcast live from RuneFest.
That would be something. We joked about that back when Trance was alive.
I know Rock's here. Rock, you can set this up.
So really, you just gotta.
If y'all want to
you
do
know,
that in 2018, I'll
You just put some words around Rock. We don't need much.
Need some range.
Live from RuneFest.
make it work.
yeah,
Dude, I'm never going to
Really
RuneFest. It seems like a waste of time. I feel like I'd be too far removed from everyone because I definitely wouldn't talk about RuneScape. I talk about random stuff. And if I did go, I need my friends to go. And if they want,
If you went sleep, Trick could come.
I mean, if Jagex wants to hook me up with that free trip, I'd probably go. But fuck spending like $5,000 or whatever to go.
I think
I'm
it's
not
like-
rich.
I think it's like $2,000 if you like factor in the airfare, hotel, food, ticket.
I don't know. I'd say at least probably like 3.
You could
but-
probably get it for a lot cheaper than that.
It's about like $2,000 though.
No.
Yes, it is.
There's no way it costs more than like a couple $100
All
to
right.
fly to the UK.
I don't think you get
It
like
costs, like,
you
$100
guys that are in Europe. I don't think you understand how expensive airfare is in America. Like I was looking at like how much it costs to go like from one place in the UK to like somewhere else in Europe, and it's like a third of the price of what shit costs here.
That's fuck all,
It'd be like $1,000 for us just to. It'd be like anywhere between like $1,000 and $1,200 just
just
to
for the
fly
airfare.
there. Then it's like 150
insane.
bucks for a
Sucks
ticket.
for you guys.
Then you got food. You know, I don't know if you're gonna be there for a week, if you're gonna be there for 3 days. You know, you might be spending like $100 on food.
Oh, in London.
Who needs food when you can just drink?
And that's also expensive as piss.
It's
Yeah.
really not.
Yes, it is.
It's like $3.50 a pint in London in like reasonable places.
I don't know what the fuck that is, but that
I'm not gonna be
sounds
drinking
expensive.
beer.
It's. I mean, like, what fucking measurements did you use, Imperial? How do you measure out liquids? Fluid ounces?
Look, you buy a bottle and you drink it straight.
But like, oh, I guess you don't have pubs, do you? Really? Yeah.
All right,
A
so
pint is 19 fluid ounces.
Isn't a pint beer? Cause
That's not the right number.
like I don't drink beer.
Oh well, there you go.
You get yourself some vodka and you like mix it with orange juice and you're good.
That's a,
16.
my mate has that. It's a screwdriver, isn't it?
Yeah, that's like it's like all you need.
All right, so do you think that the high-level community is starting to become more apathetic to the updates we find disagreeable? Seems like they happen more often. Feel like there's nothing that can be done to stop the tide. This time last year, the biggest thing on our plates was Redwoods being very AFK.
There's a lot of people who like seems like they've stopped caring, or maybe they never really cared that much in the first place. I don't know. But I'll always keep fighting the battle.
Fight the good
Yeah.
fight.
I mean, I remember having a conversation with Randy about this like 2 weeks ago. About like, you know, the last year especially has been pretty demoralizing for like kind of just updates that don't need to happen, that make the game easier or faster, or just, yeah, a lot of stupid shit. And I personally feel a lot more demotivated to like care. But that might just be like me getting more bored with the game at the same time. But I do think updates have more disagreeable updates have happened faster and faster. Like the spell book being changed was really annoying. And I can imagine us like 2 years ago we probably screeched about that for about a week. But that kind of died down for like a day. I actually forgot that it changed until just now that I thought about that. I guess I really accustomed to the new magic imbue quite quickly.
I've
Hideous.
I teleported to the fish, or not the fishing. I like casted vengeance once or twice because that used to be where geomancy was.
Has anybody done the ice plateau by accident yet?
No.
It's a warning.
Oh,
I
there's a
think.
warning.
Yeah.
There better be, because I've nearly done it twice. Because it's near enough to where Catherby was that I've like nearly misclicked it on farm runs.
I've done it before.
Oh, what? Oh, this is interesting. All right, so this is actually news to me. This would have gotten added in recently. Ronan mentioned. Let me link the tweet. Ronan mentioned they are working on a clan tournament later this year, as they said they were working on last year, and as they said they were working on the statue the year prior. But would you like to see another Skilling Cup? If yes, what kind of format? Closer to the first or second cup? If not, why? Any other ideas that you have moving forward?
If they could make a good arena for it, I think that would be better potentially. As long as we could like keep doing as many hours as we want, just to eliminate certain like dumb methods. But I am looking like I hope they actually do it. Looking forward to it. Definitely hoping for that 10,000 cash prize to be hitting the clan cups as well.
I really don't want to. Like the last one was such a shambles, and I remember I only competed like a very little, and I could hear how stressed Randy was. Like I can't be bothered to deal with that. If it's anything like the last one, I don't want anything to do with it. An arena would be better, but like again, they would have to make it so you can do as many hours as you like to eliminate RNG, and then we'd have the same problem of it like just constantly doing hours and it being stressful. It's so much more effort than it's worth, because all it is worth is bragging rights, and I don't know, does anyone really care anymore? I don't. We're 2-0, I'm happy.
I don't want to see another Skilling Cup. I've said this for about a good year now. I think that the last Skilling Cup was ran so poorly. This was something that back like last year, like September, October, something when Merchant was still part of the team. I remember AJ and I, and some other leaders of Solus, I know, talked to like Trickle or something. But like the gens of Hexis and Solus back in September, October didn't want to see another cup. We don't really think that it does much good at this point. Isn't really something fun to do either. I think the last cup was ran very poorly, and yeah, it was stupid stressful. If they were to do anything, I would like to see it closer to the first one. I think the first one was ran much better with the Skilling Arena. However, it's
The Skilling Cup catastrophe.
Yeah, like there's been major problems with both cups, but I don't know. We were supposed to have one.
Yeah.
We didn't have one last year, and the 2015 one happened in 2016. So I don't know.
I think like Omnia might be eager to do it, but that's because I really don't think. Did any of them compete in the last ones? I don't think any of them did.
I know no member.
I don't think any of them know how just annoying it is. Yeah, like you said, like Solace don't want to do it. Last we checked, I don't think it's changed.
Yeah,
We don't want to do it.
our Solus and our attitudes about it haven't changed over the last year.
Yeah.
As somebody who didn't have to like organize people and just participated, I found it fun, but I can see how it would be really stressful.
Just listening to Randy and Trance, I could tell they were very annoyed.
It
Yeah.
seems fun.
I barely competed.
Maybe if they like told you the skilling methods they want you to do.
Nah, I mean, I wouldn't want
I
to
hope-
have to do like a really crap method.
I hope we get our super secret reward.
Oh,
You know we've never told.
Oh man, I have not thought about that fucker in
never
like a
told
year.
anybody.
Oh my God, I
Holy
remember
shit!
Aubrey
Do
knows.
tell.
Aubrey, do you remember?
Oh,
I,
I don't
yeah,
know
I
what
remember
I'm
What are you
that.
talking about?
it's probably never ever going to happen, so we probably couldn't tell.
When we still gotta keep it under wraps just in
We're
case
going to
it
keep it on the
does
wraps.
happen.
No one knows.
Come on, man.
There's
Come on, bro.
Sorry.
nope, nope. There's like 9 people that know. Fuck.
You get a free T-shirt.
No, you're in the ballpark.
Hexis merch store.
No,
But still.
as cool as that be.
Come on, man.
All right, so
Pay $20. Just put a logo
You
on
get a
us.
free bottle of range.
10. Oh, Bront, who the fuck told you?
No, why does Bront know?
Who told him? You see,
Who
it
would've
was
told
a
him?
strict pact not to tell.
It must
I
have been
think
true.
Bront needs to leak this information.
I don't think Bront knows. I don't think Bront knows.
I don't know. That'd be a pretty good bluff.
It would have been Trickle or Razor that had told him, and I don't think they would.
Razor's a good boy. He wouldn't tell anyone anything.
Some guy far away.
All right, so podcast about to wrap up here. What have you guys been up to during the podcast? What have you been training, and what are your goals for the future?
Read the question accurately, Randy.
Right. I refuse to sound and speak like that. You can comfortably
I'll
ask
read
the
it.
question. All right, read it.
What have you lads been doing during the podcast?
Lads.
Okay,
let's go-
lads.
Let's go in the
Okay,
order we
my name
introduced
is Sarko.
ourselves in.
I can go first. I've been doing prayer. I've been reading a bunch of fucking dumb shit that people have been telling me. They want me to say stuff like ranch all the time. Been doing Nightmare
Yeah,
Zone.
anyways,
My friend tried to kill me in my house just because he wants to. And I ran out of money in my Nightmare Zone coffer. And
I am genuinely surprised how eventful that was.
and also, someone wants me to play Overwatch when this is done, and I'm getting hungry. There's some burritos being made, and yes, I'm
What
definitely
sauce
putting
will you
ranch
have
on
on
it.
the burritos?
Definitely ranch and some hot sauce. It's gonna be fucking lit, homie.
All right.
That's great.
Yeah, I've just been running the roofs the entire time. I've got a nice stack of 48 marks just piled up there. Nothing really interesting. My goals moving forward. Let's see, closing in on 40 mil Slayer. Looking to get that within the next 2 to 3 weeks. That'll be cool. And yeah, just keep slaying. Want to make progress on the pier, get that up, keep ranging on it, and get 99 runecrafting before the next podcast on my other account.
I've also just been running around World 42 roofs.
Yeah.
There is. And also, my mum brought me some apple crumble during the podcast, so we
I
had
ate
a good time.
I ate some Chick-fil-A during the beginning of the podcast. I had 2 chicken sandwiches, no pickle.
Zoid, I have an important question.
Yeah?
Do you like Alpha, Beta, or Delta more from Heaven's Lost Property?
It's a tough one, Sleep. I'm gonna have to sit on this and get back to you.
Okay.
Aubrey, what you been doing?
Clicking the pond. I burnt from RC. No idea what I'm doing now.
Burnt from RC. Why?
I don't know. It just kind of sucks.
What's your runecrafting XP now?
88 mil.
Sounds depressing.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Still, I should be finishing 200 mil in the middle of July, and I've actually finally had the opportunity or the necessity to smith rune on the alt as well, because I was running short on legs, because you alch more per hour than you make.
Interesting.
Rock's using the 2K world. Isn't it still horrifically laggy? How, Rock, are you using the 2K world?
JMod cheats.
Also, Rock, find out why the 2K world is so awful.
Is it both
many
2K
demands.
worlds or one of them?
They're both horrendous. Not for him. This is unfair. There's some kind of privilege
They
here.
work fine for me.
There was one 2K world that I logged into. I'm not sure which one it was. I really do try to avoid them. I accidentally clicked on the world, and it was free for like cow fights or something. However, I don't know. I really don't like 2K worlds. They've for quite a while have had like they've been very bad worlds. Like
It's to promote modesty.
what I would like to see, Rock, if you can talk to the right people, if you can just get those worlds changed, like the 2K worlds, change it from, is it 61 and 49? If you can just change that to like 46 and fucking, I don't know any UK worlds.
42.
It probably does have to do with the
46
fact
and
that it's a
42.
total world. I don't know. Is
I don't
it
know.
just coincidence that it's both the 2K worlds and like none others?
I don't know. I think it would be very interesting to at least give an opportunity to switch it to a different world. So I guess there are themed worlds. So like, let's go with world 55 is American and doesn't have a theme. Make that one a 2K world.
It's West Coast though.
Make it a 2100 world.
I don't know the West Coast.
Oh,
East
you were
Coast.
planning on changing No, don't change 42 to a 2K world. It's the roleplay world. It's very important.
I'm looking at
see more
it. It
roleplay
looks
worlds.
like every single UK world has like a theme to it.
Yeah,
There
listen
is
to,
there is no UK world that doesn't have a theme.
Rock, while we're making demands, can you make it so it's... Can you enforce that people roleplay on the roleplay world? Because there aren't
Got
enough
it.
people roleplaying.
Can you delete Mining Todd too?
Yeah.
Oh, we've done ask too much, guys.
That
Leave-
that
Oh,
discussion
man, at
that
least wait to be
discussion will come up at another day.
Yeah, like Rock, make it bannable to not roleplay.
You can role play as someone running the roofs. All right.
You can roleplay as a mute.
All right, so
Stop.
to the person who last podcast we had a giveaway of OS Buddy Pro. I think it was like a year to the winner, and the winner is Dimed LOL. You have one free year of OS Buddy Pro. All you got to do is just send me a message on YouTube, and I'll send you those codes. For everyone
Sweet.
else
Tell
watching this video, all
What?
you got to do is leave a comment on the. You have to be a subscriber on YouTube and leave a comment on the video saying
should
pray
they comment,
hashtag pray for Jim and
No.
Nua.
No, it's Ranch.
Yeah.
Comment ranch.
If you want to comment ranch, go ahead, but you're not going to qualify for it.
Comment
Hashtag
ranch to
pray
win
for Jim and
1 year of OS Buddy.
Ranch.
Zoid is trying to make you guys do something that he can't actually
You can
give the
comment
reward
both.
for it.
Comment both.
Pray for Jim and
Compromise.
Pray for
What
Jim
did
and
Pray for
what did Randy say again? Because I forgot.
Pray for ranch.
Pray
Pray
for
for
Jim
ranch.
and God bless. Next, about
Ranch
2 to 3
for
weeks.
Jim.
About 2 to 3 weeks for the next stream. Follow us on Twitter at Hexis for updates on when that's going to be coming, and follow me on Twitter at Randalicious. I got some good tweets. See you guys later.
Randalicious? I could have sworn you said that.